There's a natural way to improve firmness, and it's hiding in your daily routine. Almost no man over 60 is doing it not consistently, not correctly. What if I told you the little blue pill isn't fixing the real problem? It's just masking the symptom. Your arteries, your energy, your confidence in the bedroom, it all depends on one simple thing you stopped doing years ago. And once you understand it, everything can change. Let's be clear, erectile strength after 60 isn't just about sex. It's a red flag for your entire body. When firmness starts to fade, it's often because your internal engine is struggling your heart, your blood flow, your hormones. In fact, weak blood flow down there has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, diabetes, even early signs of prostate trouble. It's not about vanity. It's about vitality. And the longer you rely on a quick pill fix, the more your body forgets how to work naturally, the less it tries on its own. That means more meds, less strength, and fading confidence. But here's the part most men never hear. Your ability to get and maintain an erection is often the first early warning sign of circulation problems. Harvard doctors have even called it the canary in the coal mine for your vascular system. But don't worry, because today, we're not talking about pills, pumps, or embarrassing doctor visits. We're talking about a 5-minute fix that your grandfather probably did every single day. And yes, it can help you reclaim the firmness, drive, and energy you had when you were younger. But only if you do it right. So what is it? It's walking. Simple, consistent daily walking. I know maybe not what you expected, but stay with me because walking isn't just exercise. For men over 60, it may be one of the most powerful, overlooked tools for rebuilding blood flow, rebalancing hormones, and regaining control of your body, especially where it really matters. Let me explain why. First off, most men think erectile issues are all about testosterone. And yes, hormones play a role. But the truth is, in most cases, the real issue starts in one place, your arteries. See, the blood vessels in your penis are tiny, just 1 to 2 millimeters wide. That's way smaller than the arteries going to your heart or brain. So when plaque builds up, when circulation starts to slow, guess where it shows up first? Down there. Even a small change in blood flow can make a big difference in firmness and function. And this is where most solutions fall short. Take the blue pill, for example. Sure, it can force blood into the area. It can relax smooth muscles just enough to make things work for a few hours. But does it actually strengthen your arteries? Increase circulation? Fix the root cause? Not even close. In fact, relying on it often means your natural system gets weaker over time because it's not being challenged. But walking daily? That's a completely different story. A massive study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine followed men over 50 with early signs of erectile dysfunction. And here's what they found. Men who walked briskly for just 30 minutes a day lowered their risk of ED by 41%. 41% without any pills, injections, or complicated workouts. Why? Because walking naturally stimulates nitric oxide production. That's the signal that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up exactly what you need to stay firm and ready. Walking also improves how your endothelium works. That's the thin lining inside your blood vessels. It controls blood flow and pressure. Healthy endothelial function is like having flexible, responsive plumbing. Per function? That's like aging pipes getting stiff and narrow. And walking helps keep those pipes young. Plus, it doesn't stop there. Daily walking, especially in natural light, may also trigger small but meaningful boosts in testosterone. One study looked at men over 60 who walked every day for 12 weeks. They didn't lift weights. They didn't take supplements. They just walked. And by the end, their testosterone levels had increased by 15–20% on average. Not only that they had lower cortisol, the stress hormone, better blood pressure, and less belly fat without a single change in diet. Why is this so important? Because belly fat and stress hormones are natural testosterone killers. So when walking clears those out of the way, your body finally has room to produce more of what it needs. And here's another piece you might not have thought about. Walking is gentle. As we get older, the last thing our joints need is pounding. Running is hard on the knees. Weightlifting can cause strain. But walking? That's built for longevity. You can do it every day. No equipment. No complex routines. And consistency is the real key, because your arteries don't respond to effort, they respond to frequency. A single 2-hour walk on the weekend doesn't do what 15 minutes daily can. It's the repeated blood flow, the daily push of oxygen through your body, that keeps your blood vessels elastic and youthful. Imagine your arteries being like a rubber band. If you stretch that band gently every day, it stays flexible. But if you leave it sitting in a drawer all week, then pull it out and yank it on Saturday, snap. Walking gives your arteries the daily tension they need to stay strong without the strain. And I know it doesn't sound flashy. That's why so many men ignore it. But the science doesn't lie. The firmness you want, the energy, the drive, the confidence, it all starts with blood flow. And blood flow starts with movement. Simple, daily movement. You don't need to train like an athlete. You don't need to join a gym. You don't even need to buy new shoes. Just start walking every day, right after breakfast, before dinner, whenever you'll actually do it. It could be the first step to restoring the most vital function in your life. So if walking a basic, low-impact, natural movement is this powerful, why aren't more men doing it? Because some try to exercise harder once or twice a week and give up when it doesn't work. Others wait for motivation to come instead of creating a simple habit they can stick to. But now you know the secret. Walking, done the right way, can wake up your circulation, balance your hormones, and rebuild your vitality. Coming up next, you'll discover the biggest mistakes most older men make when they try to walk more, and how to walk smarter, not harder, to bring back your confidence without ever touching a pill. Here's the thing most men get wrong about walking. They think more is better. They lace up their sneakers, walk fast for an hour, feel exhausted, and then don't do it again for days. But that's not how this works. Walking for sexual health, for blood flow, for hormone support, it's not about intensity. It's about rhythm and repeatability. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't scrub for an hour once a week and call it done. You brush every day because consistency keeps things working. Your circulation works the same way. One older gentleman told me he tried walking for a week. Every evening, 1 hour around his neighborhood. He felt good at first. Then life got busy. He missed a few days, then a whole week, and soon he gave up entirely. Why? He thought if he couldn't walk for an hour, it wasn't worth doing. But here's the truth: short daily walks beat occasional long ones every time. Even just 10 minutes after breakfast, 10 minutes before bed. That's enough to stir up blood flow, ease tension, and nudge your hormones in the right direction. And here's a little-known trick. Walking right after a meal may help reduce blood sugar spikes, one of the hidden enemies of blood vessel health. In fact, a recent study showed that just 2 to 3 minutes of light walking after a meal helped participants manage glucose better than sitting. This is huge, because better blood sugar control means less inflammation, less damage to your artery walls, and better function all over your body, not just down there. But it only works if you're consistent. Here's another common mistake. Men walk without intention. They drag their feet. They stare at their phones. They shuffle from one errand to the next, but that's not the same. Real walking means movement with purpose. It means head up, arms loose, a pace that makes your breathing slightly deeper but still comfortable. It's not about speed. It's about circulation, getting the blood moving without stress on your system. One physical therapist who works with men in their 60s and 70s mentioned how posture often gets overlooked. Many older guys are unknowingly tightening their hips or slouching their shoulders during walks, restricting the very flow they're trying to improve. So here's the fix. Open your chest. Breathe through your nose. Swing your arms naturally. And walk somewhere that feels pleasant, a park, a quiet street, even inside a mall if the weather's bad. Because if you enjoy it, you're far more likely to stick with it. And here's something surprising. Walking can improve mood in as little as 10 minutes. Just a few short walks per day may help reduce symptoms of depression or anxiety, which can also affect performance and motivation. It's a full body upgrade, and it costs you nothing. Now, if you want to take it one step further, literally consider adding something called Zone 2 walking. That just means walking at a pace where you can talk, but not sing. It's the sweet spot for heart health. Doctors often recommend it to patients recovering from heart issues because it trains the body to burn fat, improve oxygen use, and lower blood pressure without straining your joints or spiking stress. Some cardiologists actually call it the forgotten fitness zone, underestimated and underutilized. But you don't need to measure heart rate or wear a fancy monitor. Just walk at a pace where you could carry on a conversation, but you'd rather not give a speech. That's enough to tell your body, wake up, repair, recharge. And remember, doing this outdoors gives you a natural dose of vitamin D, which may also help improve testosterone levels and mood. So now you have the game plan. Simple walking, daily rhythm, focused, relaxed effort. You've got the science. You've got the stories. You've got the steps. Now it comes down to one simple question. Will you do it? Because no pill can build habits for you. And no shortcut can replace what your body is designed to do: move, breathe, circulate. This isn't just about improving performance in the bedroom. It's about showing up with confidence for yourself, for your partner, for your life. One small decision, to walk today, could be the quiet turning point that leads to energy, drive, and vitality tomorrow. And yes, even better, firmness. So here's what to do next. Try this. After your next meal, don't sit on the couch. Don't pick up your phone. Just put on your shoes, head outside or even around the house and walk. 5 minutes. That's all. Do it again after dinner. Maybe 10 minutes this time. Then see how you feel, not just physically, but mentally. More awake, more clear-headed, more in control. Because when you take that little step, you're telling your body, hey, we're not done yet. But before you head out, here's something important. Not all walks are created equal. Most men make at least 3 major mistakes when they try to start a walking habit, and these mistakes may actually block the very benefits you're working for. In the next video, I'll show you exactly what those mistakes are, and how to walk smarter, not harder, to multiply your results. You'll learn the best time of day to walk for testosterone, how to avoid the posture issue that restricts circulation during your stride, and what one simple mindset shift can turn walking into the most powerful health supplement for men over 60. You won't want to miss that. But first, start with 5 minutes. That's it. Just 5. Your body will notice. Your arteries will respond. And this might just become the easiest, most effective change you've made in decades. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next steps, and leave a comment if you're committing to walking today. Let's take this journey one step at a time, starting now.